Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with ourselves first. Emperors need to wake up. Trump just said something that really nudged me. He said in front of world leaders with the ceasefire of Gaza, he said they've been waiting 3,000 years to sign this. Remember, the invasion of Egypt happened in 30 BC, okay, and then in 1700 by the French, first Romans, then the French, with the Crusaders. Emperors have to wake. Adiwali has to wake up. You're taking a fucking piss. You need to wake up other emperors. We need to take a stand when it comes to God's land. They're destroying the Holy Land, which is Mother Earth. Very interesting what he said. BC 30, that's when it all started. 3,000 years it took them to sign. They invaded the tombs of the pharaohs. I keep seeing the pharaohs. They keep coming to me in my sleep. God, I keep seeing God's head. We're repeating the same thing again. Adam and Eve is the Garden of Eden, the end. They're not in paradise. They took the temptation from evil Eve. Then everyone blamed God for Adam's fall. But it wasn't God that cursed Adam. It was Eve that gave Adam the apple. And that's why I think a lot of people tear themselves away from God. And when things happen, they say, well, God that powerful, why can't he stop things? No, it's your free will. It's your actions. It's your energy. So now we're looking at love. When it comes to maybe a Aquarius person, there's a possibility of having a communication. Maybe seeing a turning point. Tell me, people, man. Something don't feel right. I had this dream, and I see all these lions growing on this tree. They're getting their backbones. I saw the backs of them, and some of them were following me. There's something not right. Maybe you want to make a change, but don't want to live any easy or comfortable life. Maybe we have to be liberated from the patterns of the past. Upside down 6. You could think of a childhood, or you could feel homesick, or you could think of a gifted person. But we've got to take care of ourselves. We've got to have a relationship with ourselves first. To have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves by managing that emotion. Because maybe you want to make a change, and some don't want to live an easy and comfortable life. So they're more stuck in the patterns of the past. I'm telling you, we're making the same mistakes. You can't say God died for our sins and we're being sinful. Don't think and be naive to think that God's going to come and pop out of the sky and all things are forgiven. It does not work like that. Heaven and earth starts with within first. It starts with you, then your home, then your neighbor, your community, and the world. I don't know. I think people look too much outside of themselves, maybe. Maybe you've been liberated, or you want to be liberated from past patterns. Because we're looking at a period of like that desire of our feelings, always in that loss and sadness. Because we keep being amused in the same mistake, an unhealthy state of mind, when God gave us a holy grail. You know, God gave us that love. Because love comes from the open heart. To feel the emotions of other people, look at the empathy. But some people's controlling. They don't have enough patience, when it comes to problems yet to be solved in life. They think war and love is the same. It's not. Love and hate are not friends. I don't understand where we're going. We're prone to making the same mistake. We keep looking at the same old leaders. Leaders with no empathy. None. Because how can you say Trump is bringing peace when it was just reported on the ABC News that he got rid of all exclusion, all diversity in his administration. So how is that bringing peace? Because diversity is power. So how does that work? What are the African leaders doing? What are they doing? Making Genevieve be the one to be the. I'm Niger, darling. I'm Niger, dear. And we're wasting our news article on foolishness when there's bigger things in plain sight. God's not going to forgive you for your sins if you don't clean up your sins. Love and hate don't mix. They're not friends. You could be thinking of maybe a Scorpio person, that desire, heavy Scorpio so far. When it comes to a period of loss, of sadness, that desire, because we're amused in mistakes, unhealthy state of mind. Maybe someone's stuck in a dark night of the soul, or someone is using their intuition to maybe understand promises are coming to a fool, or someone poisoned your drink, someone broke your heart and drained your energy. But unexpectedly, if you turn around and don't look back at this 3 cup, you can bring your peace. You can create bridges. You understand? It comes from the understanding, empathy. Not a lot of people walk in the energy of empathy and discernment. And it's taking away from your healing. Could be Sagittarius person when it comes to messages, contribution, to this change. Again, God is saying the love is there. We are the love. We have to just have our heart opened. Why? Because the heart is the seat of the soul, the soulmate. You can't say you're spiritual. All right, who's your spiritual family? Who's your spiritual partner? You've got to feel the emotions of other people as well as yourself. Someone's very intuitive, and someone feels someone's an inspiration when it comes to new affection. Someone has new affection for someone, maybe. Maybe someone wants a union because it's 3 cups. Maybe someone's blending their emotions and understanding their past patterns, maybe. And maybe coming out the energy of sadness. Yeah, 3 cups. Maybe someone is looking at the 5 of cups when it comes to, like, again, abandon, lost, that feeling. If you run a group of people and they make you feel like you feel left out, it's your feeling telling you to have that desire, turn around and enjoy your life. Experience the growth of your feeling. Maybe someone's growing a new feeling and facing all things with a cheerful mood, because maybe they see celebration by blending the mind, the body, the soul. It's like when all 3 of you go out, like drinking, women go out for drinking. Maybe this man can't handle the hangover when someone goes out drinking with friends, you know what I mean? But anyway, it's like going in the car. Someone's got to be sensible because someone drinks too much. Someone's not, is maybe easily influenced by the drinker, and one of them is kind of mellow and one doesn't. Maybe it's too much. That's how this card is explained in the tarot. You got to be careful who you're driving with when it comes to your emotions. So if someone's heavily in their emotions about a union, we come to a team, we come to celebrating. Someone bring allies into a group when it comes to maybe misery likes company because they're amused in this mistake, a very unhealthy state of mind. Maybe because they had that feeling of I like my team or my ally or my group when it comes to celebrations, when it comes to maybe celebrating each other's success. But at the same time, you're sad. Maybe it's just people, opportunists, and they got stuck together. Could have this feeling of if you're successful, I can be too because I'm around you. Them days are over. You got to look bigger than that, man. They signed a deal. And he said we waited 3,000 years for this. Come on, people, you got to think. Why are they always invading Egypt? Egypt is in where? Africa. how did it become so? It's like the big head story when they went on the ship and they kept getting rid of all the brainy people, all the dark people, and made it all yellow, then yellow to white. It's just history, isn't it? It's our patterns of the past. If you don't have a history, you don't know where you're going. Do you get what I mean? If you celebrate anything, you'll go for anything. If you follow anything, you'll be anything that people feel you should be. I don't know. Because now they're celebrating and there's nothing to celebrate because there's no Ace of Pentacles. It's an illusion. So now someone's sad because it's anxious and uneasiness. Because the seed that God gave us, the two sides of a coin, and it came with confusions, out of control. You know, when it comes to starting off someone's fortune, when it comes to the matter, material is the matter, you know. So now someone doesn't feel safe, emotionally unstable because of a seed they thought they celebrated too soon. Now they're under anxious. Why? Because someone has to give up halfway when doing something. Now they're in doubt of one incompetent. They're very incompetent. So now they're looking at a loss of sense of security because all they see is money as security. So what's your GPD? Growth, production, whatever. Do you know what I mean? What's your GDP? It's a loss of sense of security for money. So they're celebrating too soon and now they're anxious and under anxiety because for 5 years they thought things would always pass. But sadness has come in because they were celebrating temporary measures. The devil gives temporary measures, you know, temporary success. So now maybe someone's looking at walking away from people, things in places, seeing choices. So now you've got eight of cups. Somebody wants to walk away from people, things in place that are not serving their for the highest good. Because maybe they want to make changes for the feelings. Yeah, because they need to get rid of the devil. You've got to see the devil who he is. Maybe the Capricorn is trying to control because now they're under anxiety. Why? Because you can't bring unfairness to others and don't expect it to happen to you because it's karma with energy. Now, someone started something but can't finish it. What it is someone is a bully and they needed allies, isn't it? So now someone's judging someone by their own opinion. When it comes to television, their own vision that is distorted. So they paint everyone else with the same brush. So now you have to understand you can't worship two masters. And now there seems to be unevenness when it comes to a friendship group, when they're celebrating with their allies or a group of people. That desire, you need to restrain it because you need to control because somebody wants to block a friendship group or a communing a union when it comes to soulmates because someone's judging by their own opinion and not by facts. Facts and opinion is two different things. You can't argue with facts. And now someone has a very unhealthy state of mind because it's always based on money because they have their own incompetence. So now someone has a sense of insecurity because someone has an entity, the demon. You know, now they started something with the devil. Now they see they can't have both ways. And now they're stuck with the devil, uneven. There's no odd and even, it's uneven. So now someone's looking over indulgence. You got to see the devil for what he is because what you pursue will eventually become your shackle. So now someone feels as if they're the servant to an entity that someone works on their shadow self for money. So someone pursues money on the energy of the shadow self. Now they're stuck. Now they're sticking to one's own opinion because it's the baseline of their energy. The nature is greed. So now we're looking at a dark spiritual person doing dark spiritual practices. A Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person now has a lack of ability to be rational thinking Why? Because what you pursue will eventually become your shackle. They didn't understand that. Immature children, too impulsive when it comes to wanting to change. Because what it is in this group, it looks like if you don't have certain material, you won't be accepted. They won't remember you. And I think this person's fearing that because they've made bad choices. Sagittarius, they could be looking at them being stubborn when it comes to unwilling to change. Because now you got upside down two of wands. Someone was waiting to see a development and now they have a lack of rational thinking. Why? Careless acts on impulsiveness. Now, someone's prone to nervousness, and nervousness is now seeing that someone's very hypocritical when it comes to the mental, because someone is very immature. So now you're looking at a situation on someone's behavior, the act of foolishness. Now, this person's going to act like a bull in a china shop when they played with dark spiritual practices, you know? Take it as it resonates. Dark spiritual practice could be anything voodoo, meditating, but meditating for someone to die. Do you know what I mean? You know, everyone knows about manifestation. But it's your ego. What energy are you going with? Ego, energy, go, the light or the dark. And someone chose the dark. So now you're seeing a dark spiritual practice person offering a group of people as allies. And now this group of friends are underneath anxiety now because now you're seeing the Queen of Swords upright when it comes to expressing one's thoughts about wanting to make changes and understanding coming the truth that not a lot of people want to live an easy and comfortable life because it comes from working on your shadow of self. It's more material and celebration, not liberation, and liberating from old patterns. So now maybe someone, Queen of Swords, is maybe saying, please think things over carefully before expressing your thoughts to maybe a Scorpio or Cancer in your group when it comes to a Taurus or Capricorn person doing dark spiritual practices. Someone sees the Queen of Swords as bringing the reasons and the logics without emotion. Now, someone is now prevailing over the emotion, like we just said, and now maybe someone's cutting ties because we're looking for something more meaningful in life. You got to live as yourself. You can't live in the energy of other people's opinion. Their television to channel and redoctor your mind how they feel you should be. Their ideology. No, that's your ideology. That's your ideology. Devil philosophy. That's not ours. So keep your opinion to yourself. Now someone's celebrating with darkness because now we've got a different opinion, maybe, when it comes to trying to look at the world from a different perspective. Maybe someone looking at a dilemma when it comes to sacrificing. They want to sacrifice a Queen of Swords. So now maybe someone's encountering difficulties now. Why? Because someone's temper of will. Maybe someone wants to be on someone's will. So they've got to be doing all that ting, 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 ting. You understand? Now you look at mental maturity. Someone sees a blessing in disguise when it comes to maybe having a different perspective. People in this group have too much narrow. Why? Because they also judge from alcohol and pill popping. So they never got a fair balance judgment anyway. Look at all that drink. They must have some serious hangovers and girl talking, gossiping, being malicious, you know? Now they're anxious. Why? They celebrated too soon. Because a Taurus person was under anxious anxiety and she was praying for her friends and celebrations. So now she's looking at unfairness. Oh well, someone's doing dark spiritual practices. So now Queen of Swords is coming with the truth, the logic. And the truth hurts. Because someone changed the message. Someone's probably doing intervention. Drinking their sorrows away. Too much drinking. Someone's a drunk. Yeah, man, that's why they like celebration. Yeah, because someone's a drunk, man. They drink too much. Different perspective, man. These people, this is King of Cups. He drinks too much, man. Need to be careful because he's looking at injustice when it comes to this dark entity. He's a weirdo. I reckon it's more enhanced as well when they're drunk, and the devil's root to your soul is drinking. It's got to become in moderation. They drink too much and celebrate too much, and behind their celebration, pure echoes. So now Queen of Swords is looking at the soul world. One's wish will come true with or without the masculine. So now someone's looking at maybe a mature masculine, maybe. Someone thought they arrived at their destination. They were traveling. They thought they can achieve success. They were cycling around the Queen of Swords, trying to get the energy, trying to suss out the emotions. So now they're seeing the period of loss and sadness. They were celebrating it. They were happy. Queen of Swords was sad. She was lost. She got rejected. So they were talking. They had that desire to keep it going. You know. So they were experiencing the same kind of growth. They were happy. They thought they reached their peak. They arrived at their destination for success. Nope. Celebrated way too soon. Now they're under anxiety over money. Over money. Because now you're looking at, there's a little bit of dissatisfaction in their heart. A little bit or a lot. Because now there's regret of almost getting what they nearly got what they desired. Because God made, I love God, I love God giving us our own free will. Why? Because I've always had this inkling growing up. I wonder if the devil makes the rules because there's going to be a turnover. And who knows the rules better? Corruption, the devil, isn't it? So when they're doing all these little regulations, foreign regulations, policies, and all that about hosting in different countries and all that, I think they got control, but they haven't because it's all underneath drinking, popping pills, being greedy, and no one's in their intuition. So now there's going to be a revelation. They won't think it's a rapture. It's a rapture in you. God is in you. I don't know why people keep thinking you'll pop up into the sky. It's in you. You got to make your heart as light as a feather. So even if God was to come and we all rise up, is your heart as light as a feather to even rise? Because when a pastor put his hand on you lot, with your tongue twisting, who's dropping on the floor? You lot are. You lot are. Remember that. Remember that. So now you're looking at maybe Aquarius person, Queen of Swords, looking at maybe a pathway, chatting to the Emperor, a Leo person. You better open up your curtains, my friend, and come out your depression. I don't know what you think you're doing over there. I don't know what you're doing over there, Leo. Don't let me run you every day on the internet, because I will until you realize what's going on. Did you hear what Trump said? It took 30 years to sign that paper. 3,000 years to sign that paper. Carrying on something he don't fucking have a clue about himself. And no disrespect, but how did they become light-skinned Egyptians anyway? Europeans and Indians got together to make the Arabic. Do your history, people. Why do you think they got the Star of David? They carry that. What's the Star of David? It belongs to the Jews. No disrespect, Jews. I'm just giving fact. I know you don't like about your Semitic stuff. I'm just giving history that I read on the British Museum and on their website. They talked about the Crusaders. They invaded, Egypt. And at some point, in Rome, who did Romans get their teachings from? Ethiopia. Who did Ethiopia get their teachings from? Okay, keep going, all right? So now, the Crusaders come along, and if you were Muslim, they'll get rid of you. The Crusaders went through many transitioning because they were spreading their ideology. That's how England became the new kingdom of Egypt. They created a new kingdom. Look at what it says. In 17th century, it became a new kingdom, and or don't quote me, 30 BC. So the Crusaders came along and they were spreading this English philosophy. You have to be Christian. If not, there's a war. So then when Jesus, that story Jesus, if you look at that story, who asked for Jesus to be crucified? Please, I'm only relating a story. I'm not saying I don't like a race or I do like a race. I'm just relating a story so you all can go back and do your own factual research. It's time to take our power back. God is coming. Jews back then was not allowed to prosecute, was against the law. So the head of the Jewish people back then orchestrated and ordered the Roman leader, his name was something P, look it up. He's the one who crucified Jesus on the ruling of the Star David, look it up. God don't do war, man. There's no room for love and hate. Don't be their bait. There's 1% of them and 99% of us. There's no need for us to be under the power of a government that don't have a damn clue what they're doing. So now someone's looking at a union. Maybe someone's looking at the rights. Because now they're looking at maybe criminal swords on the internet. Look at the master. Maybe look at the master. Stop that. We're looking at decision. We're all masters, man. Look at your own self-mastery. Look at your own courage. Yeah, because now you're looking at the emperor having an insight. When it comes to business operation, to buy material satisfaction for that sense of security, unfair. So why is he with this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, a third party he keeps on giving money to? And that's who he's thinking about. I don't get what he's doing. Chuck, the devil really tests you to see your true self. I'm telling you, man. Devil really tests you. Every day we're wasting. The right people are not coming together to come up with the right structure for our future leaders. No, we're making a mess. We're making a mess. A complete mess. It's wrong. I don't feel not realize, right? England might look pretty, but you see when it comes to our landfill, we've only got like maybe a decade left on it. Now, when you're finished with your computers, your bikes, your fridges, your microwaves, your furniture, where do you think all your goods are going when you don't want it? It goes to Malaysia. It goes to Africa. It goes to Asia. It goes to their farming. It goes to their oceans. That's not sustainable. That's an illusion. So we just mash up everybody else's infrastructure as long as we're okay, right? The same thing like this Taurus Capricorn person doing with their dark spiritual practices. You're taking godly tools and working against us when God made you in the first place. It don't make no fucking sense. Jesus died for our sins. Does that give you an excuse to act sinful, to be the deliverer of all evil? You need to start controlling your temptation. Someone's way too easy prone to temptation. And when no one wants to know them, look at them acting like a victim. There you go, worried now. Why? Because every day they have nightmares. Because they play with somebody they don't understand when it comes to romance. Doing that spell work, all of that work. Genevieve needs to stop, man. Because when she starts seeing her people, things in places, leaving in a bad way, don't give that person tissue. She created this issue. Because she has issues and she doesn't want to face it. Now, Gemini person's up at night worrying. Worried now that they're stuck with the devil. Now they've got to consider the next step. They're deeply troubled by the mental. When it comes to this romance, when it comes to maybe to consider the next step, maybe. Deeply troubled, man. It's like Desperate Housewives. It's like everyone's getting arrested. Going to prison for what? Material gain. Look at the word desperate housewife. These are women desperate to be wives because it comes with legacy. It comes with some form of help. Look at the word, man. Now, Leo person is not happy. Never mind. Downhearted. Then maybe he's ashamed because he's thinking about this devil in his bed doing dark spiritual practices. Maybe he done it too, didn't his own life. Oh well, Taurus person, there you go. Invested. So now he's probably thinking of a next step, this Gemini person, or a Virgo person, or a Leo person. Thinking about, okay, I need to be patient. Patient man ride donkey. Harvest time. No harvest. No harvest. So now they think about how can we get rid of the old investment and focus on the new one. Because somebody was raking, a Taurus person was raking the money by doing dark spiritual practices and on their friends as well. So you can make Rita sit on your lap. But look, does Rita know? Yo, these people, man, they look at outside persona way too much. Material success, gone. Gone. Now they're worrying. Told you, Earth sign person. Queen of Swords, single, happy. On the internet talking about a loss of trust when it comes to maybe a Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus person. He bring in too many people to muddle in other people's affairs. So it's like a whole group of people. It's like the chef, too many hands in the chef's kitchen. Too many. So now they're overly dependent on other people to build their world. Do you understand? They got to go around the world. Okay, can you buy me my fridge? Can you buy me my yard? Can you buy me my curtain? Can you buy me my... And there's nothing they can buy by themselves. So now you get the force of someone selling when it comes to love spells, to be isolated and helpless in your own world. So they want you by themselves, man. Gemini person on this pathway, maybe, with a Cancer person and a Virgo person, Taurus person, Capricorn person on this pathway. So you got to believe in your own decisions, man. You got to affirm yourself. Yeah, because Gemini person is now, he's seen the worst situation. Oh, Aquarius person saying the worst situation is over. Be aware of your own ignorance, though. You got to start to truly demonstrate the essence of moving forward. And I think that's what they're realizing. Soulmate or not, she's gone. You thought because she was a soulmate, she would stick there while you're with a third-party person. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, you really didn't look at the instructions properly. No, you didn't. Love intimidates. All right, now you've got the cold Queen of Swords. Be careful what you wish for out in this world, my friend. You got to believe in yourself, collective. Have a firm determination when it comes to your choices. Because when it comes to the future, it's in your hands. You own your future. Everybody owns, like you own your past, your present, and you own your future. Okay? But someone wants to retain wealth, but lacks the ability to maintain it. But don't give up on your own original self because of someone else trying to control a Taurus or Capricorn person or a Gemini when it comes to wanting you to give up on your own preserving your own self, or you pursuing your own goals. Maybe look at the McDonald's movie on Netflix. That's really good. Even though he said you don't need talent, you need persistence. Now maybe you can rebut that and say, no, you do need some form of talent. You do. So this is where I feel like at uni, I kept having a lot of clashes with my lectures. Because you can't say we're learning global business, BMA, right? Global business. And we're learning from corrupted people. You're not making no sense. And then we're learning from one race. You're not making sense. So in my uni, when it comes to my MBA certificate, my master's, yeah, I made them change the module, man. You've got to be more diverse when it comes to our modules. It's not right. I never come to learn about corruption when it comes to business, my friend. And it's all just we keep learning from the same people over and over again. That's why you got to trust your own, believe in your own self, collective, and be firm in your determination okay, and make healthy choices from your intuition so you can own your future. Why? Because your future is in your own hands, okay? Look at the Queen of Swords. Her world is in her hands. The world's in the hands on the pathway, okay? You own it, man. Don't give up on yourself because other people want to be selfish, you know? Then he's showing you how more valuable you are. Why? Because you got something valuable in your hand. They got stone. You got the world. So don't throw stones at glass houses, Taurus person, to leave Nadia, when your house is full of glass. Full of glass. No brick. No stone. No nothing. Just pure glass, bridging. Dirty. Throwing stones at people. Now you're stuck with your Leo person. Confused. Lack of ambition. Fluctuous. Now they're lost. Why? Because they've done things in vain. Now their entity, they understand entity and soul. Their entity, dark spiritual practice, that's what they invested in. Now someone feels shame when it comes to their desires. They're looking at distress under the dress. Sleepless nights. That is why they need drinking. They need to do all that. Why? Because when they go sleep, I know what they see. Trust me, I know what they see. And if your heart is light as a stone, you're not bigger than the devil or God. Always remember that. That's why you don't follow the devil. You follow God. Because the devil don't have no friend. The devil don't business about nobody. So now someone was overly persistent. A Leo person. When it comes to defending the Taurus person. Now they're anxious, uneasy. Now you're making the same mistake repeatedly, Leo. Now you've got a lack of energy. Unable to cope with your big with your pussycat in the bed. Never mind. Now you're caught. Why? Because you lit in the bed. Now you got to spread it. Hesitation, man. Confusion. Up at night. Why? He's laying down with the devil. Laying down with the devil. Everybody else is a fucking devil but his Taurus person. So now you're looking at Aquarius, Queen of Swords. She's come out of stress, worrying about this Leo person. What he sows is what he reaps. And now she's going to calmer waters and calming the mind. Because now you're looking at somebody who was wiring money. Taurus, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, for the independent wealth. To look independently wealthy. They were wiring it from this Leo person. Because all the money was around there. There you go. Wiring it from dark spiritual practices. Now he's stuck in this cycle. She rinsed out his fucking money. And behind his back, he gave her willingly. And she took as well. Now they're in a profound mental destruction when it comes to influence. Now they've got that desire of depression. Because what you pursue will eventually become your shackle. Take your power back, Queen of Swords. He gave his power to a Taurus person. He gave it. So now you're looking at dark spiritual practices. Wiring money. Because somebody was overly persistent to say, I'm fighting for this Taurus person. And now what you fight for is what you've got. You're shackled to now. Shackled. Bad influences, boy, when it comes to their family and friends. Stuck. Look at them all wiring money. Look at them. Told you, look at them all wiring the money. Going round her family and her friends. Look at it. Wired from this Leo. She stacks it up. Dark spiritual practices. Rolls it back round and give it to her mates. So someone's doing money laundering as well. So they're on a karmic cycle. Someone sees that moment, boy. They will see. Someone's going to be seized anyway. Maybe someone's money's going to be seized. This Taurus person. Because now you're looking at opportunities knocking. When it comes to transitioning period, they were transitioning money behind this Aries back maybe. And now you're looking at unexpected gain from a Taurus person. When it comes to maybe a karmic cycle, when it comes to personal expansion. Maybe someone wants to make a proper decision. Because now you're looking at luck is not on your side. Somebody needs to return back to the original state. And now you're looking at they're not a soul having a human experience. Cancer person's out of control. Naive, lack of management abilities, irresponsible. When it comes to act of willing. Because now they're looking at they're falling from grace. Gemini person, career person, Cancer person, when it comes to wanting this career person unalive because they wanted the projects, they went to water their celebration, they were stirring the pot, they had a different perspective about King of Cups. King of Cups maybe looking at helping other people, Leo person, nope, nope, no, he's not upside down sun. Empress upside down, Leo's upside down, King of Swords is upright. Boy, Sagittarius looking at, yep, that's what we want Leo, exactly what he wants, because he's a fucking scatterbrain. Someone took that leap of faith, told you, knew you were coming, Queen of Wands. She made that decision. Now she's looking at the possibility of someone communicating with a Aquarius person when it comes to maybe consuming creativity with a Leo person. He's looking at echoes at work when it comes to maybe lack of motivation. Because now you're looking at Two of Swords, you've got to listen to your heart. Because someone's got to keep going and listen for the answers. Because someone saw a glimmer of hope. All right, because someone's under judgment when it comes to situations. Someone's gradually getting better or walking away from this romance because now someone's trying to mend their heart after injustice when it comes to the dark entity. Look at maybe a new interpersonal relationship using your intuition because someone feels more enthusiastic maybe and someone's facing setbacks such a serious person when it comes to gradually this family gradually distancing themselves from the Sagittarius or from a Queen of Pentacles, an overly ambitious social climber, sociopath, very demonic person, now under anxiety, unstable, enjoys abusing resources and abusing people, likes to exceed her boundaries. Yeah, very selfish, shallow, gold digger, unkept. Now they're looking at fraud. They're saying this Queen of Pentacles does fraud. She's a liar. She keeps trying again. She thinks she's got the confidence. So now you can Aquarius person. You made the effort. Saying to the Queen of Pentacles, you made the effort, but you failed to get feedback you expected because of self-deception from this Queen of Pentacles. So now Sagittarius is with this burden. Says you're right. She didn't like you neither. Looking at manifestation. Aquarius person come to calmer waters. We understand that someone went far distance. And now we're looking forward to our own future. While this Leo person, he was promiscuous. He probably got a baby mama, unstable, with a Queen of Pentacles, unstable. He just likes unstable women, I guess. Women that easily lose their temper. I think he just likes crazy women that have been sectioned. Maybe he feels he can fix these people. Taurus person, this King of Wands. Maybe he's working on a plan when he's looking at achieving success by walking away from his Taurus person. See, I mean, all he does is give her money, man. I don't know, I think that's Genevieve's little bitch boy, man. Because now Leo person is just confused, lack of ambition. Why? Because he gave it all to fucking Taurus. An upside down. I told him I'm the Empress. Why would he invest in a Taurus as an Empress? Tell Leo he's a fucking idiot, man. Adiwali's a fucking arsehole. I think he's just dissatisfied, man, with his own life, trying to project it over here. Yeah, because he went to Taurus person. Don't project it over here. Because you went for a low mental developed person. She's worth fighting for, darling. Well, okay then. Ignorant. Ignorant, man. Just ignorant. We're a Sagittarius person. Just ignorant, man. Now they're looking at hope collapse. He didn't make no effort. Unnecessary sacrifice. Just selfish. He's got selfish desires when it comes to self-destruction. And that's why, I guess, he likes his Taurus. But you're not going to mash up me. I'm sorry. Because you sat back knowing that Genevieve doing dark spiritual practices and you're saying nothing. Sometimes I feel like he's setting me up, man. It's like he's Because in dreams, I see him holding my hand, and then she comes in and he does nothing. So sometimes I feel like he tries to lure me back so I can be trapped because he can't afford this Genevieve by himself. So now you're looking upside down cup again. You just saw me cut it. Stuck in the past. Curious person is moving forward, man. Leaving home, independent. Too independent for these people. I think he triggers me, man. He triggers me. He likes too much codependent, angry women, then he's quick to talk about everyone else is unstable, but because someone's famous, he's making it an excuse. That's wrong, man. He's wrong. He thinks he's handsome. When he acts like this, I think he's ugly inside and out. I don't care. I'm releasing that pain, man. Healing. Trying to forgive myself. I trusted him. I'm just going to recover from this reconciliation. Just recover. Because this person just represses his emotions, but don't lay down with Genevieve Nadia and living with it and nearly married it and everything. No, no. And then he gets baby mothers and all this. No, no. And he telepathic connected to someone. He's selfish. He's selfish, man. Selfish. So now you look at stagnation. Yeah, I'm just going to accept my loss, man. You know? And just teach people how to find their own soulmate and don't fear of change. You know? Don't stay in bad situations as you lose out on your own success, okay, collective? You can come to Auntie Vivi. I'll help you get justice. I'll help you work on yourself. Yay! We don't want arrogant or reckless people that are impatient in our life, you know? They're volatile, but they make it look like it's cute. Oh, you're crazy, you're mad, but this time you're the one who's lying, stealing, cheating. What do you expect? I don't understand people's projections, man. Lack of self-control at work, man. But always remember, you know, be committed to your own self. Be committed to your own self-mastery. You know, master your skills, collective. You can always come to Auntie Vivi. You can ask me questions, you know. And I don't mind, like, reading your questions and then doing the question time, you know. Like, if you ask me a question I see in your comment, I'll do a reading just on that question, especially if it's popular question for everybody wants to know. Yeah, let's just learn together. Learn together, you know. Because that's how I started my first healing away from my family. Every day is a good deed day. So I like to go out and help my community. You know, so maybe you should try it that way. If you want to get rid of like any animosity, resentment, anything like that, you don't want to carry it. Just do things without expectation. Don't go outside and say hello to people, and you don't have to be friends with people. Just be nice and watch your whole healing start. Yeah, there you go. Because I believe in y'all. You got the willpower, collective, to bring in your healing. You got the resources. God's given you enough resources on the table. I can see you're very skillful. You've got the ability. Just concentrate on your own manifestation. Because I can see you being very successful. Very successful. You may not see it now, but Auntie Vivi said it's going to happen, all right? All right? Just use your own intuition. Maybe walk away from people, things that don't serve for your highest good. And some of the allies to group up against you about this Queen of Swords. We don't care because we got God. God never leaves. So they can get their allies. We don't care. Innit? Exactly. Because of what, again? Upside down, Ace of Pentacles. Upside down, Ace of Pentacles again. So now we're looking at stagnation. Someone wants to accept their loss or avoiding that fear of change. A fire-sign person because he likes to be around his Genevieve Nadia. Leave him there. Just come out my dreams. And give me my money that you gave to Genevieve Nadia on my intellectual property. And then it's over. Forgiveness. Walk away. You don't have to come and live with me, stay with me, talk to me. Just give me what I deserve, my money, and you can go back to your demon. Simple. Simple. You see, when a man don't want you to leave, or he fears you leaving, that's a dangerous man. So just leave. Soulmate or no soulmate, man. Later. Look how you're not acting. Losing over money. That's why you ain't got no fucking soulmate. There you go. So now you're looking at stuck in the past. There you go. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person stuck in the past and their thoughts. Because someone's returned to trouble. And someone's running away from their problems because they're trapped. So leave him where he is. He likes to be that Captain Saverho. So now you'll probably think about a Gemini person or Aquarius person when it comes to family problems. You can achieve your own success. Because now you're looking at a situation. He lied on my name. He lied on my name to make Genevieve feel good. He lied and said I was pessimistic, I was malicious, I'm manipulator, I'm harsh, I'm bitter, I'm spiteful, I'm cruel, I'm deceitful, and I'm unforgiving. Well, that's how he feels to justify Genevieve being on his cock. Leave Adiwali where he is with his dark spiritual practices. If that's what his excuse is to play with dark spiritual practices, leave them where they are. If that was your excuse because you think I'm doing it, that's when you know these people don't have their own fucking thoughts. Higher priestess, I'm the empress. Upright, thank you very much. Trying to do dark spiritual practices to convince people I'm malicious, I'm manipulative, I'm the devil doing dark spiritual practices. Because I do tarot, maybe? Well, you don't do voodoo, juju, and you don't do sex rituals. You don't pour blood on each other. You don't suck each other's period pads. Don't get me started how you don't do your fucking rituals, my friend. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person for your money. Don't get me started, Taurus. Genevieve, Nadia. Imagine putting your period pad in people's food. You're nasty. You're nasty. To bound the soul and the body to someone because she wants money. She's nasty. She's gutter trash. Gutter trash is a yuck, girl. Dirty, man. So now you're looking at a situation, Aquarius. Inspiration. But maybe they tried to say Aquarius person was hopeless, despair, negative, lack of faith. And into this codependency. Oh, gosh, I just love when people lie on themselves. Projection, isn't it? Love it. Queen of Swords, hope, inspiration, creativity, independently wealthy by herself. Look at investment growth. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Looking at you being very successful, pouring back into the community. Oh yeah, because you got a very powerful soul. There you go, my darling. And Richard Pryor said as well in my dream, I'm going to be writing the best book to mankind. That's where Genevieve Nigel got so jealous and she thought, in love and always, she ran to this Pisces man and rewrote it and said, no, he made it. No, you don't put some of my words in there. We never met by chance, thinking it's going to make her a massive breakthrough. Because I said, Richard Price said, I'm going to write the best book to mankind. I'm going to be a part of a love story. And Genevieve got jealous. She wanted to change the energy. She got jealous. She read it. Adiwali allowed her to read everything. Everything. She comes in my dreams and says, I love the way you write. She's jealous. Jealous. Jealous because she's codependent. Jealous. And probably this Leo's jealous as well because he's stuck with his dirty guy. Never mind, man. Lied on my name to justify a Taurus person being in his world. Lies, man. See, when you lie on my name, she lied on yours as well to a Cancer person. Yeah, in my dream, I heard Genevieve's using him. Told you. Genevieve's using him. There you go. Foolish, immature. Foolish, immature, irresponsible. Lazy, unachiever. Lazy, unachiever. So, this King of Wands done everything. Because now they're saying this devil, Taurus, when it comes to her thoughts as a woman, she's manipulative, she's harsh, she's bitter, she's spiteful, she's cruel, she's deceptive, she's unforgiving. She was projecting her opinion on other people. She's projecting who she is, man in the mirror. That's what she was looking at. Now she's lost that sense of security. Why? Because money is her security. King of Pentacles. You're back again, are we? Soulmates. Childhood memories. Oh, but she's my friend from childhood. Well, then keep your friend from childhood. Because she's fucking this Cancer person. And she don't even give a damn about this Leo person. Oh, well, Leo. Oh, well. Upside down. Again. Missed chances with who? An air sign person. Queen of Swords. See, when you lie. He even saw Keisha from Sugar Babes, her dad. Oh, yeah. He's known me from my bub-bubs. Oh, yeah. He didn't know that, did he? No. He said, "Do you know Verena?" He said, "No, I don't." Addy Wally said he don't know me from nowhere, but knows me enough to not say nothing for 5 years. So Genevieve Nudger can make money from my intellectual property. Does that make sense? But he suddenly knows me when it's benefiting him and his high-class prostitute. But he don't know me, he said. So let's keep it that way then, yeah? You don't know me, but my pussycat knows you, though. Liar, man. You're not going to lie on my name. I don't care who you are. Just so you can justify Genevieve Nudger being in your bed. Good luck to you. There you go. Disharmony. Disrespected me. Disharmony. Brain imbalance. Conflict. Detachment. Bad choices. Indecision. Too many lovers. Juggling. Don't tell me the truth that he was sleeping with Genevieve Nadia and they were using my intellectual property so they can go around saying, "Look at us, we're luxury." He did a whole fucking segment about Africa. We're African. Betrayed me for a tourist person. Backstabbed for their survival to improve their fucking luxury. So now we're losing this as a healing lesson. Yeah, we are. Air sign, that's air signs for you, boy. So now you're looking at make a careful plan for yourself. Aquarius. Make a careful plan for yourself. Never ever rely on no one. I'm so glad I don't rely on people. There you go. Empress. Queen of Swords. Empress. Loves her family. She's leaving a financial legacy. Her inheritance. Financial security. While someone's doing dark spiritual practices on the Queen of Swords. Because Adi Wali gave Genevieve the permission. Gave her opportunities. Lied on my name. Come here, Genevieve. Come and live in my house. Let's do joint accounts, Genevieve. Let's do joint everything with your family as well. Because Verena, who's she? I don't know who she is. But she said, "Fuck you too, baby. Fuck you too, baby." So now you're looking at somebody who was a workaholic, but lazy, dull, boring, no incentives, cheap, irresponsible gambler. Now you're looking at someone made a very risky, bisky investment. Never mind, darling. Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Empress, real life. Again, on top of the tower, on top of the karmic cycle. Yeah. This is God's baby, you see. Well, this fire sign is looking at her independence. Ooh, never mind, fire sign. Never mind. You left, remember? For your third party person, gossiping, scandalizing my name with your third party person, over access. Oh, let's isolate the Queen of Swords. Let's leave her lonely for 5 years. Leave her imbalance. No social life. Yeah, let's do that. So now you've got your three upside down. Yeah, you do that, fire sign. Because now you're looking at restriction, limitations, lack of progress. Ooh, never mind. Frustrated with your love choice. Oh, was you working with her as well, fire sign? Never mind, fire sign. But I'm on the internet and you're stuck with a higher priestess upside down. Reckless. Never mind, my darling. You clearly don't know about art very well, do you? No, you don't. Worried now? Oh, who gives a shit? What goes around comes around, I guess. So now you're looking at maybe the worst situation has passed for this Aquarius person and his has just begun. Never mind, darling. Now we're looking at, entrapment for Aquarius restricted. Oh, you want her to be like a victim. Oh, you want to be like Captain Saberhole because you've done it to Genevieve Nadia and then you feel helpless, powerless because she don't need you. Yeah, because this fire sign, he likes to give things away when you do wrong. When he does wrong, he likes to give you gifts to see. That's why he likes Genevieve Nadia. Because he can get away with anything. And she'll just say, "Darling, get me a Birkin bag, sweetie." No, a fake one from Oxfam, maybe. Because they can't fucking afford their luxury lifestyle. Clearly not. The worst has happened. Now we're looking at uneasiness. Fire sign fears that change. Why he's stuck with his big pussy Genevieve Natia upside down with a king of cups upside down. Never mind his own burden. Never mind, my darling. You just want to use me for my services. No, he took on Genevieve's whole burden. Whole burden. A selfish, unkept, jealous, insecure, greedy, materialistic, gold digger, intolerant, fucking self-absorbed, jealous, envious person. And all this time she was hiding a king of cups, a very overwhelmed, anxious, cold-hearted, repressed, withdrawn, manipulative person. Very selfish. Very selfish. So he went and said, I'm busy working, darling. Working to make sure Genevieve Nadia looks very nice on these yachts so she can entertain a king of cups. When I'm busy, darling. When I'm busy, sweetie, I need king of cups to take care of my woman. So I've got to work, Verena. I've got to work. I've got to make sure she looks good on these yachts, my sweetie. Because king of cups needs to be impressed by my high-class prostitute that I was working hard to save, my lovely. We've even got joint accounts together. We have a house together. Oh, darling. Oh, the King of Swords said, don't forget about me as well. I'm fucking his bitch too. King of Swords said, me too. Me too. Earth signs foolish, promiscuous, irresponsible. Yep. She wanted it. I gave it to her. King of Swords, because he's quite brutal, inhumane, controlling, cold, ruthless person when it comes to maybe strings attached to your earth sign person. Oh, Leo, you must feel like a real pimp for your girlfriend. Yes, King of Swords said, boy, Leo, I had a bit of your pussy too when you're at work. Sorry, mate. Not sorry. You gave up on a soulmate. Why would I respect you, my friend? You gave up on your soulmate that was loving. You went to a high-class prostitute that's fucking King of Swords, a Virgo, a King of Cups, and yourself, and a woman Pisces, and a Captain. Yo, Leo, boy, no wonder you can't sleep at night time. Taurus is your burden. Scatterbrain. Serves you right. It's your burden, not mine. Never mind, Leo. You're so busy because she's so unkept and jealous. She was with a Cancer. She wanted to even be with me as a lover. She's got this Virgo, a young person. She's got this King of Swords. She's got the King of Cups. Girl, your pussy is everywhere. And Fire Sign said, Genevieve, don't worry, darling. I got you. I got you. I'll always defend you. You're worth fighting for, my love. He's out there, not creating projects. He's out there punching up men to make sure Genevieve feels validated because she's always searching for comments. Worth fighting for, darling. Well, go ahead. It's your burden, no one else's. Oh, darling, Cancer. Leo's leaving me, dear. I can't afford the petrol to come to you, my darling. So Leo said, darling, don't worry, sweetie. I'll leave you a little something. So while you're out there gossiping with a Cancer person, and I'm at work, even though we don't like each other, I'll still give you the money, darling. Because I know you need your Bentley, I need your Jeep, you need it all, darling, to make sure you're around Cancer person. Oh, Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Sagittarius is not very happy with you. No, Cancer. No, she's not. Never mind. Oh, Sagittarius not happy with you. No, she's not. She thinks you're a failure. And you think she's a failure when it comes to delegating. She thinks you're a failure because you went and bought house, car, rent, everything for Queen of Pentacles. She said you're a fucking idiot. She feels like now she's got too much responsibility. Why is she looking at collapse and breakdown? Because that's what you wanted for her in the future. Innit? When you should get rid of me, you get rid of Leo, then you get rid of Sagittarius to say to people, yeah, she went through a collapse and a breakdown because she drinks too much. She's selfish, she's a bitch. And Taurus says, yes, darling, I had this dream that she was a karmic, darling. I had a dream that she was piping out his drinks. I went and I emailed. I said, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, darling. Sagittarius is trying to unpop you. She does dark spiritual practices, darling. Cancer, darling, I'm come to save you. And she rings up all the papers. Oh, my darlings. Sagittarius has done so much. She's gone, darling. I found my soulmate. How do I find a soulmate? I read a book, darling. When the book becomes big now, hear what now? This is what happens. Oh, darling, Cancer died. Oh, really? Yes, my lovely. Oh, I can't take it anymore. What do I do, darlings? Well, here's a movie. Emotion manipulation. There's a movie, darling. Why don't you carry this legacy of Cancer all the way that you all two were soulmates? You were sent by God. She said, yes, darling. I'm the only one to carry this right through. Because I lost my Cancer. Cancer, darling. Taurus. She wants to be independently wealthy. Oh, darlings. Cancer. Cancer died in a car crash. Oh, Cancer, darling. She's a weirdo. She's a weirdo. Sorry. She's a weirdo, man. She's a weird. I would really look at that case, man, that they read about her years ago, about this woman dying to the podcast, and she was related. She had something to do with Genevieve Nadia. I would really look at that case, man. Because she's got this massive plan for this dark spiritual, but she's a weirdo. She's a weirdo. And you, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but Taurus person. Is that Rita? Yeah, because you're insecure. That's why you don't make up these fucking mad crazy noises. Because you're insecure. You're a bunch of animals. Doing way too much. Oversensitive, needy, weedy people. Very fragile. Very fragile. Very. Cancer, darling. Let's tell the world that we had this section. A Queen of Cups or such a serious person, darling. She's so insecure. She was jealous of me. She tried to unalive me, darling. I saw her doing dark spiritual practice. This time it's fucking Taurus. Taurus, man, line up the place. Told you. Line up the place for money. There you go, Taurus again. Line up the place. She's a mad girl, man. You don't put her too much in front of that camera until she's lost her whole fucking reality. She's lost, man. She's lost. She reminds me of The Game Changer. We watched that film, The Game Changer, when this little boy kept playing GT4. No, what's it called again? That game everyone bloody does with the boy goes around and then GT something. When they go around shooting up the place and they rob people's car and they run down the road and blah blah blah. Some little boy was doing that for ages, and he went and done the same thing. It's called The Game Changer. It's based on a true story, and they went to court. And they literally did say it is done by this. And they didn't ban the thing. Nope, they put a fucking G on it. You know what? You know, parent. That's where games started having the the PG 18 plus. It's because of that Game Changer. It was a game changer. Because a little boy, man, you can't let these games be their babysitters. Nah, can't make TV be their babysitter. It's a horrible distraction. Horrible distraction. Leo, oh Leo, darling, failure. Oh, never mind, darling, Leo. Oh, if it's Taurus, never mind, my darling. Oh, never mind, sweetie. Next time, behave yourself. But you're with Taurus upside down doing dark spiritual practices. I don't know what you're doing over there. I don't know. I don't think your friends are nice because they can't see you're changing. They can't see that you look handsome in 2019. As soon as you said, I'm ready to settle down, darling. Suddenly you got 2 golf balls on your eye. I'm going to keep it real because I don't want nothing from him. He needs the truth. You don't model cuddle this fucking masculine way too much till he look at Mother Dearest as his fucking mother. No wire hangers! Look at her in the house to Leo. No wire hangers, Dora, you fucking explorer. Yeah, Dora, that's what you did as well. Like mother, like daughter, isn't it? Look at teeth. Yeah. If I was her husband, I'd be fucking divorcing her. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. She's a user like her mother. I saw what she did to Adiwali. Yeah, Dora. Oh, Theodora, darling. Or is it Theo, your daddy? Don't pay me.